Hello and welcome to All My Art and Soul. I'm Michelle Holden, and this week is part one of a blue series. And as you can see here, this was the previous layers, and they were in the background of a few videos, and this is what they're like now. So what I'm showing you is just a slowed down time lapse of some much needed exploration in some blues, which, as I discuss in the upcoming narration of this video, why I needed to do this. And you might want to try it too. So selecting a simple palette, the list of colors will be in the comments section below the video. Turquoise, Liquitex, Manganese blue, golden, that's Naples, parchment, and yellow oxide. And as you can see, I'm putting the names of them on top, and then I'm gathering, mixing two together that are side by side. I do make a few changes and add some more. I wanted to mix turquoise, but the more organized your color swatches are, the better it is for you. But I don't like to keep them. This is very structured for me, and this is not how we paint a painting. So I would like next to make these colors sort of go all over the place from a palette. And I keep all of my palette paper during a series, so just in case I want to remix a color. So this is just the beginning of exploring my color swatches in finding some colors and seeing what a simpler palette can do. So 2, 3 or more blues, 2 neutrals, 2 yellows, I should say, a neutral, and white and black. And I filmed it in time lapse. I could have done it a little slower, so I'll just keep exploring that. Everything is explore, play, and discover this summer. And I am so glad you're here with me. And if you're new here, stay tuned for this next series. Today's video though is part one of my blue series, which is a continuation of the 3 paintings in blue, which were much smaller, sort of a 9 by 10. And I will leave the card for that video. Very similar colors, but adding a little more yellow, and we're experimenting more with transparent layers. That's the whole purpose of this exploration. But along with it comes the exploration in color, which I'm really needing to mix more. So I'm so happy the way these are going, and glad that I covered up my very rectilinear, as I will discuss coming right up, with some transparent layers. I just had to break up those shapes, and I'm liking what's happening so far. So this is the early middle stages of this series, and I'll just let you watch as I finish up this color swatch and move in to the video. So if you're liking this content, please remember to like and subscribe. It is very appreciated as I continue with my channel and sharing my journey in mixed media, abstract journaling, affirmation journaling, and explore, play, and discover. And don't forget, I've got a shop. These paintings, when I feel they're ready, will be offered up on my website. All of the links are in the comments section below. And one last little thing. If you were in the Facebook group, or did I make a video of it? I'm not sure now, because I've got so many things going on. I decided to start this card because I like to then hole punch them for colors that I'm working with, and I like to keep it simple. On the one side, on the right is... And so there is one little way, and that's all still part of my explore, play, and discover. testing out certain blues, values, lights and darks with those limited colors. I am still adding some more on just over my shoulder here. That's what I just showed you that I did, just in time lapse, just to speed things up. And as you can see, these are the pieces that I'm working over. I believe you sort of saw peaks of them. There they are. That's better. As background with a lot of collage, and they were really square and rectangular, rectilinear shapes. So I thought, you know what, they've been bugging me and sitting there for so long. I just was waiting to just experiment with the right blues, and then I finally found it. These are still very early layers, and so I'll just show you what I do with those. Color swaps, or whatever you're going to call them. So I'm just going to turn my camera around. And here they are. So I'm really loving the when you add white to the turquoise and all the different, it's opaque, but it's not totally opaque. And then of course, when I added the yellow oxide to it, and then I just played with, okay, getting that real lovely sandy color. I'm also thinking of, though, adding, I always forget the name of this one. Hang on, let's get it. Here we are. No. Is it raw sienna? Here's all my paints and my piles of stuff here. I believe it is. So let's go back. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you dizzy. So here we are. So raw sienna, I believe, no, wrong, raw umber. It's raw umber. It's more of a brown. Sienna is more of a reddish. The raw umber is really nice to add to white, or maybe a combination of a buff if you're using golden, or my parchment if you're using Liquitex paints. So as you can see, rather you're getting a lot more green. You're getting a lot of green with the Naples yellow added to the turquoise. And then of course the parchment, let me move my finger there, adding, just experimenting. And as I was doing it, as you can see, I don't like, this is still more structured than I would like, because that's not how we paint on a painting. And I learned this from another mentor artist. I'll even do another one and mix from my palette like this, using the palette paper, so I keep the palette and can see glimpses of colors. And that's why it reminded me, it's like, oh, I need to do a test just to see. Here's all my mixing, and then I can cut these out, of course, and use them as collage, different shapes. And we're going to go from here to then, I'll show you some close-ups. There's a lot of texture, and there's a lot of collage under here. As you can see, that bridge thing is getting slowly covered. I'm not sure. I really want those to stay, but if they do get slightly covered, that is okay. And as you can see, there's a lot of scraping, sanding, erasing layers on top with isopropyl alcohol and a, let's see, where is it? And your, geez, words are not, I know this. The scratchy pad there, the steel wool. And then this was collage, but now it's covered. You can see pieces of it through that stencil, but I'm really not wanting commercial, too much on the surface. I don't mind it below because it just creates another difference. And these are still, this is still the early middle stage. So I thought that's what I would show you. And since I started with showing you what I do with collage made from the jelly plate printer on various papers, so check that in my other video, using the similar, of course, the similar colors. Going super light, that's with some teal. And that's the other color that I feel I didn't really need because, as you can see, it's being created. There it is. But straight, it's better. This is better than straight from the tube. But if I added that and added some things, it would all go together and would be a wonderful addition to this palette. Transparent papers here. Some more ghost prints. And as you can see, I love using the collage, of course, in the same color palette. And having a variety of light, middle, and darker values. Here's one. So here's a dark value with the black, and that would look really interesting somewhere. Pieces I like to tear my paper. And here are the coffee filters. Now, of course, I'm not going to leave it round, which is really annoying. I find that the circular shape, I feel I want to tear it down right away, so it's not bugging me. But if I just tore that and used this section, it would look really cool. So I thought I would just have a little short video of explore, play, and discover, and that's what I'm doing. When these are done, these will be offered for sale, as I am currently updating, finally having the time to update my website. And then these interesting ones, I'm going to use a little more collage on those, less collage on these. I'm trying to move towards more painted layers, but I still love my collage. So, and I'll show you another close-up here. So these are still unfinished works. They're in progress. I might use images on them here and there. I'm not sure. But lots of dots and dashes, and I'm going to show you how these finish up in the next part. So this is part 1 of the blue series. Titles and everything will be coming up soon. Don't forget to play around. Also, part of your play, explore, play, and discover is your colors. And use a limited palette until you can find, it just keeps everything simple. And of course, I'm liking this better because I will hole punch this in the corner and use similar colors. I might just show the turquoise with this one, the teal, and do a card for that. And you can just put them up and you can see what's working, what isn't working, what might I add later or next, versus a big piece like this. But if I cut this in strips and also hole punch and have them out so you can see them and place them beside your work, it would be a really cool. So that's coming up. And don't forget, if you're new here, my name is Michelle Holden. I'm the mixed media artist behind this channel. And the Facebook group is busy sharing, as people are finally having some time in the summer to explore, play, and discover. So hop on over to there. But I'm going to be showing maybe little quick tips and tricks, or techniques and tips. Oh, they're not tricks. Nothing's tricks. It's a lot of hard work, but it's fun. So don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and I will see you in the next video.